So, we're jumping down this rabbit hole, are we?
Okay, it's a rabbit hole, but I'm only hanging in knee deep. I'd be here for hours just explaining what the hell a Vocaloid is. I can't even keep track of it myself. But do I even need to explain it? The chances that you don't know who Hatsune Miku is by this point is slim, to put it lightly. Her pop idol posse is such a cultural icon in Japan that she's been recognized by the Japanese Ministry of Economy. Hologram concerts have not only sold out, but even live stream theater showings get sales. She tours in the United States. She appeared on David Letterman, for God's sake. And those are only the most basic examples of her impact. I can't even begin to comprehend the shit I read on her Wikipedia page.
Frankly, we need to keep the scope of this video limited. With a virtual star, it only makes sense to apply her popularity to virtual media, which led to the creation of the Project Diva series of games. I like rhythm games. I played a lot of Guitar Hero back in its heyday, I love Rhythm Heaven now, and I think I'm the only person who likes Atlantica and Kingdom Hearts 2. So why look at F2nd specifically? Because it was the one sitting on the GameStop shelf. Listen, not everything has to have a real reason.
Much like most rhythm games, the mechanics are simple and easy to understand, but don't skip that tutorial, you'll miss this annoyingly catchy piece. Whenever a symbol appears on screen with a clock hand counting down, prepare to hit that button. When the icon flies into the center as time runs out, hit that specific button. If a color-coded arrow appears, hit both the button and the direction on the D-pad at the same time. When it's a star, flick the analog stick. When it's a colored star, flick both analog sticks. Keep the beat and don't fuck up or you're a failure to your parents, and jump into the songs. Oh, but don't do it on normal. What, you thought being competent in other rhythm games and having a good sense of tempo would prepare you for standard difficulty? Not in this game! If you're unprepared, normal mode is really fucking hard. They will throw a lot of buttons at you, switch them up a lot, and it's so easy to get overwhelmed. For your own sake, start out on easy. Will it prepare you? Not especially. If anything, it's too easy. They only ask you to hit the circle button and the analog stick. Actually, I take it back. Easy doesn't prepare you for anything either. The only good jumping in point is to be a loner Japanese otaku who has spent his paycheck on Miku, Dakis, and figures and has played the earlier games.
Well, isn't that a treat for a new player?
Seems like an odd place to start, I know, but that's because it's the strongest opinion on the game I have. The difficulty curve for new players. Because it's actually really fucking annoying. I spend $15 on a game.
Or maybe I got it for free, depending on how the math on that sale worked out.
I'd like to be able to play it without feeling either talked down to or built up as better than I am. As breezy as it was, I still had to finish all 30 songs on easy before I felt comfortable jumping up a level, and even all that preparation didn't make for a smooth ride. And part of that fault lies in these two types of bonus sections that appear in each song. Chance Time, despite the name, is pretty fair. Hit enough notes while it's running to get a point bonus and an extra scene. It's the technical zone that's fucked me over. This is a specific stretch of notes that also grant a sizable point bonus, but the difference is that it has to be done perfectly. Miss one note and it's all gone. On more difficult songs with two technical zones, missing those two bonuses can cost you the victory. So, of course they place them fairly, like when they put them at the beginning of a song before you can get a feel for the tempo. Or when they put in strings of stars with no indication of how quick the chain will move. Ooh, there's also these times where one marker has multiple notes coming into it and you're supposed to realize that in a split second. Yep, what a fair game. Okay, maybe I'm being a little too harsh here. After clearing every song on easy, I was able to beat most songs on normal on my first try. I had to sit up straight and focus, but I could do it. It's just I felt I had a good head start on this genre booting it up, and I was still challenged. To put it into perspective, at the same time I was moving down the list on normal, I was also playing the first Devil May Cry for my first time, and I had an easier time there. I shudder to think what someone not musically inclined would experience. That feels like something that should have been more reserved for hard difficulty, to say nothing about expert territories I would not dare trespass upon. But I will say, the adrenaline rush of normal is addicting. I can't jump back down, even if I just want to casually play along to some music. That's right, this is a music game. I probably should have gotten to that subject a bit earlier than this. Is it good? Well, let me ask two questions. Are you a weeb who likes J-pop? And are you extremely sensitive to the sound of auto-tune?
I know, it's not auto-tune, it's a computer program, I get it. But it sounds almost identical, and that's my point.
Depending on your answers, this game just isn't for you. I think of it as an acquired taste, but I got used to it. Actually, while the girls of this franchise are certainly the ones bringing in the big bucks, I liked Kato's songs the most, Wintry Winds and Cantarella. He brings a very elegant ballroom air that provides a nice change of pace from the rest of the music. But I also enjoy Love Hate, Blackjack, Knife, Double Lariat, and Envy Cat Walk. Maybe Doppelganger too, but that might just be because the story of the music video reminds me of K-On! Yes, there are full music videos for each of the songs. They're pretty complex animations and scenarios considering they're all rendered in real time. I've seen games skimp out for less. They're very intricate and colorful. I tend to get lost in the choreography.
Because I'm a manly man who likes watching dancing.
It's so engaging, in fact, that I can't pay attention to the buttons I'm supposed to press. Music videos are a little too busy. It's very easy to miss a stray note because it blended in with the video. I prefer it to Guitar Hero's static shots of a band playing, but Rhythm Heaven's simple art and lack of notes to obscure wins out today. But if the built-in music videos aren't to your taste, you can always make your own. Yes, with the assets included, you can take the videos and change the camera angles and buttons. How limiting is it? I don't know, I took one look at this editing timeline and got too scared to even try. You can also download other people's work to use as a base, though I didn't figure out how to play them. And it looks like you can also use MP3s saved to the system, which goes great with what I have on my PS3 already. But what if you bought a rhythm game without any interest in music? Well, Sega's got you covered on that front as well. Using the points earned by completing songs, you can buy furniture, decorations, and gifts for the idols in their bare-as-hell rooms. Here you can touch them, poke them right in the eyes, and rub their heads. This feature is intact in the Western release as well, because Sega still does what Nintendo don't. Yes, this game is very stereotypically Japanese. It's very easy to call that waifu culture an exaggeration or oversimplification, but when this hot property embodies all of those traits, it's hard to argue with the truth in the image. I mean, Love Hate, the first song in the collection featuring both Rin and Len, who I always assumed were twins in the lack of any character, is a damn love song. I'm not bothered by it as an Eromanga Sensei fan, it's just an observation. And for the music fans who bought a music game, the points can also be spent on costumes and accessories to use during performances. But they're not all in the shop from the start, they need to be unlocked before they can even be purchased. One or the other, guys. On the plus side, some of the costumes are exactly as stupid as I could ever want. Unfortunately, it's limited with certain songs having an actor that must be in a specific costume, like Miku and Cantarella, who cannot be changed at all. But on songs where they'd normally be in their default costumes, go fucking wild. Because how can we enjoy a game without an option for school swimsuits? And if your problem is that you want music without playing the game, well, that's what the YouTube app is for, but the game offers the option too. You have to unlock the song through normal play first, but there it is without the stress of having to play a video game. In hindsight, I probably should have recorded a few more songs in this mode to use as visual reference, but this is a video game review. It should probably involve as much as the game as possible. And that game is fine. It's not as novel as Guitar Hero, it's not as good as Rhythm Heaven, insert comparison to another rhythm game because I don't play others, but at least it gets the rhythm part right, Parappa. It's flawed and kinda stupid, but that's why we like it. Well, the stupid part. It's all kinda stupid. If you want the game, but less flawed, go with Future Tone on the PS4. It updates the mechanics to be more accurate, the difficulty is more balanced, and has every song in the series plus new ones if you have coin. It also looks nicer. Too good. Like, the shading makes them look like real toys.
What? Did I say a magic word or something? Toy? No. No, I buried that a long time ago. I was done. I was free. Ah! Why must the shadow curse me?